Currently 9:29 a.m. So yesterday when the U.S. military, that is Marcelo Blanco, it's all of the entity. It includes the demons of San Bernardino County Fire who are in alignment with where I'm located right now. They are stalking in the path. They are engaging in surveillance because this is the fake sun. This is not the sun. But at 9:34 a.m. yesterday, the fake sun was merely covered up. Okay? And at this time, 48 hours ago, the fake sun is over me in Ontario, California. And yesterday evening, the fake sun is still here in Upland, California. This is the Upland Public Library, 450 North Euclid Avenue. And this is the Upland City Hall, City of Upland maintaining criminal surveillance. Okay, that's a municipality that's gang stalking in concert with the people of the state. This is where the U.S. military is maintaining ongoing flight, amplifying plane activity, engaging in what is gang stalking, terrorism, doing so at what is also speaking to the fact that they are not honorable, they're not noble, they are engaging in the United States, even at veterans' monuments that's supposed to be honoring them, and they're simultaneously engaging in terrorism, and they're demons. While you're looking at U.S. Navy, U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, the U.S. military is the one that's gang stalking me right now under a fake sun, in concert with the people of the state, not protecting the American people, attacking American citizens in concert with the people of the state, constituents of the government, engaging in public corruption, betraying the United States and its purpose. And what you see now at, look, 406 North Euclid Avenue, you see the people of the state gang stalking. They're walking in that building where you saw impossible light flat on the floor inside. There's no sunlight. There is no sunlight that's ever going to appear on the inside. It's not going to appear underneath that covering. It's not going to appear on the inside flat on the floor. That's speaking to a corrupt venue that's engaging in the demonic conduct of criminal surveillance, which the U.S. military is maintaining, including right here and right now. And I'll remind you about what's happening at this same location when I'm walking outside of these same doors at what is closing time. Recall this. This is terrorism.
Helicopter activity by the same U.S. military and Marcelo Blanco, the Upland Police Department, the city of Upland, are being prosecuted for it. It's occurring at 6:40 p.m. while I am in the midst of putting together the podcast, speaking to the entity that engaged in harassment on behalf of the psychopaths that are stalking by helicopter with regard to this is supposed to be retaliation in the mind of a psychopath that's a violent sex offender that's going to prison, that's going to be prosecuted as an enemy of the United States. Nonetheless, this is the entity that's engaging in it, and I'm documenting it. Alyssa, Adam, Tucker, Kiki, Joy, the employees that include Carissa, they are all going to federal prison. The entity's gang stalking with the library full of third parties who are monitoring, and they're engaged in what is stalking inside of a building. This is the mentally ill population. That helicopter activity sounding at 6:40 p.m. pursuant to monitoring on my device, the same pattern of conduct, the same Title 18 federal stalking behavior as exhibited by those that include the Fontana Police Department, the U.S. military's pattern of conduct, the Ontario Police Department, the U.S. military's same criminal pattern of conduct. And this is where I'm showing you the fake sun that's over the same building roof as I captured in images for your viewing ability after 5 p.m. Okay, this is the people of the state that are sharing in mental illness and are sharing in terrorism with the demons that stalked me in helicopter.
This is the environment that I'm subject to as I walk out yesterday evening at 6:56 p.m. Okay, this is the fake sun that you are seeing right now. That is over me here. This is the door that I'm walking out, and at 6:56 over this, as I'm walking out, this is speaking to, again, what's impossible. But that impossibility is where you are aware that the U.S. military are filled with homosexual, satanic followers who are engaging in criminal surveillance, and they're corrupt doing so with the people of the state. They're treasonous stalkers, okay? And they're doing so while a fake sun is here, okay, hours from now. And that's letting you know the significance of everything they're doing on the roads and the highways, the homes that are positioned on this street, the entity that's maintaining what you saw yesterday, 9:34 a.m., helicopter activity over me. Where covering up the fake sun doesn't change the criminal purpose. It doesn't change the P.O.C. It doesn't change the identifier, the identified entity. This is the entity that's monitoring evidence. Okay, this is the pattern of conduct, and there is no environment where in the natural environment, that is, where you would have that ongoing coexisting. So this is the time right now at 9:34 a.m. where the entity was stalking by helicopter yesterday. And this is the environment as I'm exiting yesterday at the same location where I stand right now at 9:35 in the morning. Okay, this is impossible to be the case. This is identifying those that are sharing and stalking in the path. They're in my path right now, monitoring. All right, this is the entity that's engaging what is stalking upon my exit, maintaining very serious surveillance, doing so by merely being present while the demon-possessed U.S. government is keeping you under surveillance via the people who are not ignorant in this supernatural environment, while you're being stalked by helicopters, while the entity is doing things like cartwheeling in planes in the middle of the night, 12 o'clock in the morning, while they're on the roads and the highways, heavy traffic. The people that say never go to sleep, there's never an hour where they're not on the roads and the highways on Euclid Avenue, because they're up engaging in surveillance against one who is prosecuting all of them. And they've already lost. There was never a competition. You need to know that they are demons, and they are engaging in this criminal activity right here in Upland, California. This is the entity that's engaging in this pattern of conduct, and they're doing so in furtherance of murder. No small thing. This is speaking directly to those who will not be remaining in office. It's speaking directly to what it is that I'm documenting on the inside of this Upland Public Library. What's walking on the inside at 10 o'clock in the morning when you're seeing all the mommies and daddies with all the babies? You're looking at demons. And that's exactly what Satan's role is to appear cute and adorable and compassionate. And it's creepy, and it's perverted, it's psychotic, and it's criminal, it's corrupt, it's un-American, and it is anti-American. This is what's walking into the library at 10 o'clock in the morning. Inside of the same venue is the entity keeping a fake sun over me in the middle of the afternoon, 1:50 p.m. Okay, you can see on my watermarks here the time. I'm at the same Upland Public Library right now. This is a stalker. Okay, and this is a psychopath who's sitting there making noise with every move that I make, every operation on my device. This is criminal, and it's also mentally ill behavior. And a population of demons are engaging in surveillance, which is proven by science, and it will be used to put the employees at this venue in prison. Employees that are sitting in relevant position in the office, checking out laptops and books and rooms for the study rooms while they're engaging in the P.O.C. and the evidence of that malice is relevant, is evident. Okay, this is the entity. What she's actually doing is monitoring, and she represents the entity. And then the entity is hostile. You're angry at me because I'm calling you what you are: demons, stalkers, sex offenders. They sit in the bathroom maintaining surveillance, doing the same thing concerning your genitalia. As they're doing it to me, I'm reporting it to you. They are monitoring what's between your legs. You are a sex offender by definition. And you're doing it on behalf of sex offenders that are stalking in helicopters under what is a very clear supernatural environment, a fake sun that remains over where I'm at, wherever I am at in the building. This is the city of Upland. Okay, all of a sudden having an inclination to dust what has not been dusted in years while I'm using my devices, okay, monitoring me. It's activity creation. The entities engaging in this while they are, in fact, engaging in a pattern of conduct. 1 second, let me turn the brightness back up. My battery's going. This is the P.O.C. So this is the entity that's maintaining that. I just want you to see. This is an illusion, and I'm capturing it for you to see. This is 2:22 p.m. at the same Upland Public Library. This is where I'm at right now. Okay, so all the mommies and daddies, and they're all demons. And I went through and I documented a plethora of license plates. They're terrorists. And they derive pleasure out of things like stalking me by helicopter while the U.S. government flies over and engages in that. And they're talking to their little babies while they're stalking with impossible light. And they go in singing the ABC song as amplified audible activity while they're keeping a fake sun under me. Taking shifts regarding criminal surveillance in a library where literacy is the last concern. It's actually vagina. Okay, it's actually federal stalking under Title 18. This is P.O.C. It is currently 9:39 a.m. where the Upland City Hall is engaged in criminal activity. And this is exposing public corruption. They're not only corrupt, they're sharing in what is facilitating corruption amongst the people of the state, the constituents of the state. That is speaking to what is defunding. You're not engaging in what is the legitimate operations of a city hall, of a city library, of a city fire department, of a city police department. You will not have it anymore. It's as simple as that, because it will not be used in order to murder American citizens, steal from them, keep them under surveillance, and psychologically torture them, which is what the city of Upland, the state of California, is doing. It is currently 9:40 a.m., and this is speaking to the maintenance of a fake sun, which I've shown upon my exit. And every time the entity is sounding sirens, they are monitoring me. It is very targeted. And they're doing so with regard to what you need to know and put in proper perspective: the U.S. military. That is leading in terrorism in the U.S. It is treason, and that's exactly how they're going to be prosecuted. This is P.O.C. All right? These are enemies. And they have no choice but to be enemies right in your face. This is gang stalking right in front of your face. And these are the homosexual elders that are associated with the U.S. military, where they walk around in their veterans hats and they're engaged in un-American conduct. POC, it is currently 9:40 a.m.